What's up, guys? Jolp here with the next vlog to our streaming series here. So we are a day late. I've got all kinds of excuses, but really when it comes down to it, I think I just need to focus better on, getting this content out on time, kind of like we talked about. So we did have, we went and did some family stuff on Friday. And then we also did some family stuff on Monday when this was supposed to come out. It was an extremely busy day, and so I just didn't get around to it. So with that being said, though, here we are a day late. As far as how things are going. So, whether you've seen it or not, Restrain and I did a podcast about becoming a streamer, making content, things like that. A lot of really good conversation. It's a longer one. It's about an hour. But there's a lot of good conversation for anybody that's looking to create content or become a streamer, or someone who's already a streamer and looking to grow. A lot of good content there. I'll leave a link in the description below to that video. Really good information from a partnered streamer and a small streamer like myself, kind of discussing things that we've experienced throughout our process. With that being said, as far as my streams, so this week we only streamed Thursday and Saturday. So we missed Friday because I was doing the family stuff. We were over at the fiance's parents' house. We were swimming, doing stuff like that, and didn't get home till about 9:30. I kind of look back and wish I would have just streamed after I got home. It was a little later than normal, but now that I look at like my stats from the week and only had 2 streams, it kind of bums me out a little bit that I didn't try a little harder to get more content out there. So that's something we really want to do. There was a video that dropped earlier on YouTube. They drop 8 a.m. every Tuesday and Thursday, along with these every Monday. We might add something else in there as we move forward. It sounds like Restrain and I want to continue doing these podcasts for streamers, so that's something else to be looking out for. As far as how do the streams go, so we had 2 streams this week. I believe we did pretty well with both of them. I was pretty satisfied with both of them. So I looked at the stats from those streams we had. I'm blanking on what it was now. What was it? Let's look it up real quick. All right, so on Thursday, we averaged 7 viewers, which was pretty cool. We started with Overwatch and ended with Paladins. As I look at the viewership, that first 30 minutes or so, it took a little bit to get going, which is pretty typical for anybody that streams. That first little block is almost kind of awkward as you wait for people to show up and watch you. But if you can really grind through that first 30 minutes or so, that's when people will start to watch you, and you want to make sure that you're entertaining that entire time. So we did see a spike around 30 minutes in, and we kind of hit a lull in that so we streamed from 8 to 10, and so from about 8 to 8:30 was our first little lull. We hit a spike around 8:30 and dropped off again within the next 15 minutes. And but then once we hit Paladins, so probably right around the time we started Paladins, we hopped up to about an 8 viewer average, and then we stayed between 8 and 15 was our max. So 8 and 15 viewers during the Paladin stream. So it seems like Paladins is a pretty good game to stream. And then on Saturday, we only averaged four viewers, but the first hour of that stream we played Overwatch, averaging 3 or less viewers, and then once we switched to Paladins, we averaged around 6. So, and we did max out with only 7 that time, but our chatters were good for both. We had 7 to 9 people, different people talk and chat, which was awesome. It's awesome to see and talk to you guys. But so it does seem like that Paladins is a more successful stream, and so I'm really debating becoming much more focused around that game and playing Overwatch on my own time. Not because I feel like my content itself is any better, but I do feel like discoverability on Paladins is a lot better. With it being an around 1,000 viewership game, it has good viewership, but not the best. But it also has a very easily accessible top 20, 25 streamers. So if you can hit those top 25 streamers, you're really easy to find. And so to me, I kind of want to, I'm really enjoying Paladins. I think it's really fun, and it's kind of more laxed for me, so it's really fun for me to play. And then on top of that, it seems to be a good, successful game to stream, so I want to I'm going to keep playing that a lot more to see how that goes as a mainstream game. And so I'll make some content for that as we kind of explore the game and get to know it. With that being said, though, that was kind of our streams for the week. Let's see, what else what else do I usually talk about? I didn't ask any questions this week. I think because a lot of those questions that you guys tend to ask, we answered that kind of stuff in the podcast. So if you're interested in seeing those kind of questions, once again, that podcast will be in the description below. As far as my personal life going on, still been really, really busy working with my dad. Lots and lots of stuff to do. I found out this week and maybe next week I'm going to have to continue working from my dad's instead of getting to work from home, which is going to take away a lot of my personal time that I was getting. So by being at home when it wasn't busy, I could do what I want, where now I'm going to be stuck at his house a little bit more doing it, which kind of stinks, but we'll get through it. Hopefully it doesn't impact our ability to stream and make content. I'm going to really try and grind through that. So I try to hit 8 Central on those Thursday, Friday, Saturday streams. But if it's a little later, I think we're still going to try it anyways. And I'm going to try and stream past 10 o'clock from now on. So to try and get more than 2 hour stream in. So I kind of want to do that based around what's going on in my personal life. With fitness, I have to say I'm still pretty proud of myself. There's been both times this week I have woke up and not really wanted to do it and not really been up to it. But I've went through the entire workout, and once I got going, I was good to go. And I'm really feeling like, I feel like that's going in a good direction. We did hit our goal weight of 180. So we gained about 6 pounds over the last month of doing this. And I've decided that I want to try to hit 200, which I've never even thought about hitting that much in my life. So I would like to get up to that and see if we can actually, if I actually feel like I look like I work out. Because right now I feel like I work out and I don't really show it. So I really want to, put on some more muscle, put on some more weight, and see if that, kind of gives us a starting point to, feel a little physically more like we work out. With that being said, though, I think once I hit 200, I don't think that's a weight I want to maintain, but we'll see how I feel once I get there. I could probably see myself wanting to cut back down to 180, but anyone that knows anything about fitness, that's a very common up and down. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else. As far as the setup goes behind me, I don't know how closely you pay attention, but basically I've done nothing in the last week with it. I'm really bad about the fact that now that everything is functional, the extra stuff I haven't been working on, so I really want to kind of take the time to get some of that extra stuff done with my setup down here so I can make that video show you what it looks like completely. So that's something I'm going to be working on, hopefully. Other than that, though, guys, thank you so much for your support throughout this week, and I will make one of these next week and be looking for that podcast and the content that comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, those streams, Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central until maybe 11 or 12 o'clock at night now. We're going to try and push it. Either way, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.